Hello and welcome to Hope House, your place for stories of faith, courage, and hope from the Bible. Today, we dive into one of the most inspiring stories of unwavering faith and divine wisdom, the story of Daniel. So get comfortable and let's step back in time to ancient Babylon, where a young Hebrew named Daniel showed the world what it truly means to trust God in every circumstance. Daniel was a young man from the kingdom of Judah, a land in trouble. The Babylonians, under King Nebuchadnezzar, had conquered Jerusalem and taken many Israelites captive. Among these captives was Daniel. Now the king wanted the best and the brightest for his service. So Daniel and some other young men were chosen to be trained in the language and wisdom of the Babylonians. Imagine being taken away from your home, your family, your traditions, to live in a foreign land where everything is unfamiliar. But Daniel was not just any captive. He was a man of deep faith. Even in a foreign land, he resolved to honor God above all else. One of the very first tests Daniel faced was about food. The king's palace offered rich, luxurious food, but it was against Daniel's faith to eat anything that was unclean according to the laws of God. So, Daniel made a bold choice. He asked for permission to eat only vegetables and drink water. Can you imagine the courage it took to say no to the king's food? But Daniel trusted God, believing that he would give him strength. And God honored Daniel's faith. After just 10 days, Daniel and his friends were healthier and stronger than those who ate the king's food. Daniel wasn't just known for his faith, but also for his incredible wisdom. God gave Daniel the gift of understanding dreams and visions, something very important in those times. King Nebuchadnezzar had troubling dreams that no one in his kingdom could explain. He summoned all the wise men, magicians, and astrologers to interpret the dreams, but none could. The king was furious and ordered that all these wise men be put to death. When Daniel heard this, he didn't panic. Instead, he prayed earnestly to God, asking for wisdom and revelation. And God answered. God revealed the king's dream to Daniel, and Daniel went before the king to explain it. The dream was about a great statue made of different materials: gold, silver, bronze, iron, and clay, representing different kingdoms to come. Daniel told the king that God had shown him what would happen in the future, that these kingdoms would rise and fall, but God's eternal kingdom would last forever. King Nebuchadnezzar was amazed. He praised Daniel's God and promoted Daniel to a high position in his kingdom. But Daniel's story doesn't stop there. Even with all his success, Daniel never compromised his faith. Years later, under a new king named Darius, Daniel faced one of the greatest challenges of his life. The king made a law that for 30 days, no one could pray to anyone except the king himself. Daniel, however, continued to pray to God 3 times a day, just as he always had. Some jealous officials caught him praying and reported him to the king. Though the king liked Daniel, he was bound by the law. Daniel was thrown into a den of lions, a place where many believed he would surely die. But Daniel trusted God. That night, God sent an angel who shut the lions' mouths. When the king came the next morning, Daniel was alive and well. The king was overjoyed and declared that everyone should respect Daniel's God, the living God who saves and protects. So, what can we learn from Daniel's incredible story? First, faith matters, even when it's difficult or unpopular. Second, prayer is powerful. Daniel's habit of talking to God kept him strong and guided. Third, God is always with us, even in the most dangerous and uncertain moments. And finally, God honors those who honor him. Daniel's life reminds us that no matter where we are, or what we face, God's presence and power are greater than any challenge. Thank you for joining me today at Hope House to hear the story of Daniel, a man who showed us what true faith looks like. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories of hope and faith from the Bible. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep the faith alive. God bless you all.